Hello, everybody. Welcome to the video. Today, we're going to see if a seventh round wide receiver could go over 1,500 yards and join a very special group of people. And that wide receiver would actually end up being Samori Toure, 24-year-old rookie, 6'1", 191 out of Nebraska. He's got, good stuff. I know quite a bit about him, just from like watching him and whatnot. He looks good when he's on the field, but despite like a drop or two, you're gonna have those mistakes, especially being a seventh rounder. But I think he's got some good hope and whatnot in his Packers future in real life. But in this game alone, right here, we have nothing else to do but then to go over here to Samori and put him all the way at the top of the depth chart. And then specialists say he's here. He's not, so I'll have to manually go make him my slot wide receiver. But first of all, actually, I want to generate best lineup, both offense and defense. Aaron Rodgers is going to play, and then that way we can really see how everything's going. So yeah, I think we'll just see if Samori Toure can exceed 1,500 yards, which is quite crazy considering he tallied a total of 82 this season. So yeah, all I have to do is go to the depth chart and go to slot wide receiver, and then bring up the infamous Samori Toure for Randall Cobb, and that way he will start at wide receiver 1, and then the slot wide receiver. And then there's just one more touch that we need to do here. We need to go manage staff and then team schemes or schemes. I don't know why I said that. And then we got to go find the Rams, because we all know how good that playbook is with what's it called, with Cooper Kupp and whatnot. So go to Sean McVay's Rams playbook right there, and then we will we'll go to the midseason mark and see how Samori's doing. And headband is on. I did not like the way my hair looked. Go ahead and look at the stats and awards on the season so far. Aaron Rodgers throwing for a pretty good season. Good rushing season there. And Allen Lazard's still mounting a little bit more yards than Samori here. Not exactly sure why he's in the wide receiver 2 spot. So maybe it doesn't really matter overall, because I've seen this playbook here work in plenty of different ways. But Samori's still up over 400 yards, so I'm still guessing he's in the right places on the depth chart and whatnot. I will check, and my hair is atrocious. I'm so sorry, guys. I planned on taking a shower before this, but didn't end up happening, obviously. So, yeah, Samori is in number 1 spot and in the slot, so there's nothing else I could really do. Everything else looks fine. I guess let's sim to the playoffs and see if we can get Samori up there in yards. We finished 9-8. We actually have a weekly award. Let's see who it is. It's Aaron Rodgers throwing for 5 touchdowns and over 300 yards, I think it was, in just one game. So good stuff there from him. And we'll go ahead and look at our receivers here. Good seasons from there. And Samori is up over 1,000, but he's not quite at 1,500. He might have a steep wall to climb here if he's going to try to get up to that amount of production. He got a focus. He was focused on the amount of touchdowns. He got, 11 touchdowns is crazy. I do want to go back to weekly awards and see if he won any during the year. A lot of Packers actually won defensive things, but I just want to see. Yeah, there's Preston Smith again, man. Yeah, I just wanted to see if anybody had really, or if Samori won any weekly awards, and he didn't, unfortunately. But yeah, I guess let's see if we can make it past this wild card game. This doesn't really matter. It's like part of the simulation. Doesn't really matter. It just doesn't. So if we go to the Super Bowl, we go to the Super Bowl. It is kind of what it is. See if we can keep it going. We lose to the Bucks, and on to next season. So headed into this next year number 2 of trying to get Mission Samori to 1,500. I do want to know. Okay, so he did go up to star development, which is good, very good. Now we've just got to make sure that he gets production here, because Samori needs to get up there in overall if he's gonna get any sort of decent numbers. It looks like. And we'll continue in the same scheme. We'll have Aaron Rodgers still, and we'll look for just yet another good season, and hopefully maybe even go up to superstar development at the end of this one. But it should be interesting to see, how fast he progresses, where he's at in the midseason mark, and just all that stuff. So we'll see, I guess. And well, we are 6-1 at the midseason mark, so that is a good tell to how we're doing. No Samori Toure. Christian Watson has an upgrade. That's not a good sign. I did want to see, where do we got? Do we have Samori Toure carving up the NFL? I don't know yet. Aaron Rodgers doing his thing, rushing wise. Aaron Jones definitely doing his thing. Foster Moreau leading our team in touches. Samori Toure is not getting too much work. I'm starting to concern, but what is Foster Moreau doing at 500 yards at the midseason point? We brought in Richie James, but I'm very curious here. I want to know what's going on with Samori Toure. I don't know. He's in the wide receiver 1 spot. Maybe that's not the spot to be in, I guess, for this playbook, but I can't see anything else working. I probably want Samori where he's at. We'll put him at that wide receiver 2 spot for the last half, make sure he's still in the slot. He is still slowly but surely progressing along, and I'm just not quite sure what's going on with him. So, yeah, I guess move it to the playoffs and see where his numbers stand after that. Wouldn't be surprised to see him sub 1,000 at this point. And we finished the season 11-6 here. Aaron Rodgers, another solid season. It's not great, but just good. Aaron Jones is good. Foster Moreau, 984. Samori picked it up in the second half of the season. Luckily going for 930, but still has less receptions. Only 3 touchdowns. Big step down from last year, but I mean, it's concerning at this point. It feels like kind of an undoable challenge. Maybe switch over to Minnesota playbook. Considering Tyreek Hill actually went for a lot as well. I'd be fine with Minnesota probably. We'll stick Samori back at the number 1 spot next season, and switch it on over to Vikings and see if that makes any change. I'm not sure if it will or not, but it'd be interesting to find out and be some new testing. So moving Samori back into the slot wide receiver role and wide receiver 1, but now all we got to do is go ahead and actually change playbooks. We know how good Justin Jefferson is, so we'll see. We were in New England playbook. What was up with that? Well, we're going back right to the Rams. Oh my, what? That was what was doing it? I gotta double check that again. Hang on. I'm gonna go. No, not franchise staff. I need to go check the scheme again, see if it automatically changed on me. What was that? Did I not save it on the Rams? Am I being brain dead? Is that hard to watch for you guys? Jeez, what happened there? Yeah, so we're back with Los Angeles. Okay, I guess let's move with LA. That's very interesting. I for sure thought I did, the right thing. And we start off 4-3. Don't care about all that stuff. Samori Toure. This is okay. So now it's working. I know it's working for sure now, considering Samori Toure is 3rd in the league in receiving yards right here. Samori Toure, 53 receptions, 689 or 86, 98 yards per game on 4 tutties. Not quite the highest on the team, but I mean, hey, we're seeing production now. We're seeing a 73 overall, going all ham on it. I mean, actually, you know what I'm gonna do here? Stats and awards here. I'm gonna go to weekly awards and look to see if Samori Toure is anywhere. No, Aaron Rodgers is, and no Samori so far. But that's interesting. It is interesting that we're back in the right playbook and he's putting up big numbers. Curious if he'd have done that at a 67 overall. I mean, I just can't believe we're in New England playbook. I think it was the whole time too, even year 1. So, I mean, that sucks. But now that we're on the right track, let's see if we can execute and come out with over 1,500 yards. We're not on pace for it quite yet, but if he can pick up the pace, I'm sure we'll get there. All right, we actually go 8-9, miss out on the playoffs, but I'm not too concerned about that. And Samori Toure went for 1,700 yards. Yeah, crazy stuff. There's nothing really you could do to stop it at this point now, but Samori, 1,700 yards is pretty cool. You gotta admit, it's pretty cool. 137 receptions, 1,700 yards, averaging 100 per game, 12 tutties on the season. That is the highest on the team. That is very cool. It sucks that he doesn't have like a face scan in the game, or even like a face in the game. It kind of is just a black, like don't, that's not racist. No. And so we'll get a chance now to see Samori Toure and his unknown face. Where is he? Samori Toure and his unknown face at a 76 superstar development trait. Right here. I mean, stud. One way to put it, a absolute stud. Aaron Rodgers is staying around to nurse the career of Samori Toure, make sure he gets what he deserves. Lashley can't play there. Let's bring Macklin up. How about that? Then Lashley can play tight end for us. Royce Newman, Zach Tom, Corbett, Oakton Jenkins, and Big Bach is still here. You brought in Kadarius Toney, saw Romeo Dobbs. Richie James is still here. Christian Watson as well. Then your running back and quarterback's good. Defensively, the team looks good. So not only should we see a good year from Samori Toure, we should see a good year from the whole team in general. And I've got to go back and put Samori Toure into the slot because I'm pretty sure he's not there. Specialists, and yeah, no, okay, he actually is automatically in the slot. Got a superstar corner too. Yeah, let's see it. And at the mid-season mark, I'm trying not to look at the numbers before. You guys saw it, good for you. I don't care. I would want to leave it to a surprise to myself. Yeah, all right, he's well over pace. I mean, he is, oh my God, he is getting better by the moment. Or I guess by the second, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. 55 catches, 769 yards. 14 yards per catch and 110 yards per game practically with 5 touchdowns, tied for the lead on the team with Christian Watson. Defensively, I want to see the playbook. I want to see the Rams playbook here because I thought it might be good, but it also could be pretty bad. But Preston Smith, not really. Okay, so yeah, it's not really that great. And even with the playbook, we don't finish well, like as a team. And I wasn't able to see the numbers. I looked, but I couldn't find them. I couldn't see him. I didn't catch him in time. Aaron Jones doing his thing. Receiving wise, Samori Toure is up over 1,600 yards. Actually fell off the second half of the season here. But good stuff here from Samori, to say the least. Should see a superstar X Factor player after this season. I mean, 90 speed, 87 acceleration, all of his stuff's up. 85 short route, 83 medium, and 75 deep. Spec catch is getting up there as well. Jumping's pretty good. Change of directions, all right. So, I mean, we're seeing a lot of improvement. He's already 27, though. I think we'll just go until he's like 30 or something. But, I mean, he went up over 1,500 yards the first year on these playbooks. So, curious if he would have done that at 7 overall. It is so cool to see, like, oh, it's actually kind of corny to see how you can literally just flip a switch on a playbook and get just development trait after development trait, right? So it's a bit tough, looking at it and saying like, oh, I got this so legitimately. You didn't. You put on a damn playbook and then have a superstar X Factor, Samori Toure. I mean, it is what it is, right? But Samori, it should be a challenge. I want to see how he does without it. So past year 30, so when he gets to 30 years old, or when he starts regressing or whatever, I want to see what he does just back in like Packers playbook or something like that. I didn't even get a glance at who the quarterback would be. Don't need to do anything else really. I think he's still in the slot. Yeah, I think we'll just go straight to the playoffs this time around. And we missed the playoffs again, go 8-9 again. And I'm not looking. I'm just keeping my eyes on the stats and more. Sam Howell's our quarterback? Let's freaking go, Sammy. He's under center now for us. And then Samori actually just cracks over 1,500 barely. So quarterback play definitely had something to do with it as well. Samori Toure, 113 catches, 1,500 yards, 88 yards per game, 11 touchdowns. So seeing probably his worst season since we switched to Rams playbook. I mean, what else could really do but keep it going? Oh, I did want to look at his player card contract and all that stuff, so I'll get a good look at that if he's actually here after the season even. And Samori is still here. He's playing +2 overalls with morale. He's an 81 overall. After 5 years in the league, he's up to 29 years old. Motivations and tag, he's an award winner. Progression history, still progressing, obviously. Still keeping it going. Ratings are up. Deep route is still kind of bad, honestly. an elite slot receiver at this point in the time. I mean, not even elite. I mean, he's an 81 overall. He's not even that great. Let's go ahead and look at stats and contracts here. So yeah, we saw these 2 seasons right here, kind of okay to start off with, and then it really kick-started right here, 1,700, 1,600, 1,500, and then we can look at awards here, and drafted 7th overall, or 7th round pick, 37th. And then Pro Bowl, 3 Pro Bowls, 2 league leader in receptions, offensive rookie of the year, best wide receiver, 2 years, 1 year apart. I mean, 2024 and then 2026. And so, I mean, he's really thriving right now. And with Jared Goofball under contract, should have a better quarterback play at least. Lashley up to superstar development. I mean, he's got an okay supporting cast around him. It's not crazy good. Defense could obviously also use some work. Yeah, I guess let's keep it rolling. I mean, nothing else we could really do. And after this, I think I'm going to go ahead and start recording a new rebuild. And so if you guys have any ideas or anything, any team you guys want for a rebuild, let me know now, and I'll try to get it done within like the next 2 weeks or so. But rebuild wise, I think I'm gonna start one after this on. I can't really tell you guys the team because that'd be kind of a spoiler. But I'll tell you something. It's gonna be a realistic one on the new draft class that I have. So you're welcome for that. We finished 8 and 9. I mean, I didn't get to see kind of the stats before it went too far gone, but Jared Goofball, not a great season at all. Byron Macklin, not good at all either. Samori Toure, lowest, worst season from him in a minute, for sure. Just 1250, 10 touchdowns. Didn't even lead the team, and was under, I think, 80 yards a game. So, not saying it's a bad season by any stretch of the imagination, right? But for him, I think you can consider it a down season. And we're on to our 3rd quarterback in 3 years with Sammy D coming in. He's going to help us out. Samori Toure up to an 82 overall now. I forgot to look at his contract-wise, like what he was doing there. He is 30 years old now, so I'll just go back to the normal playbook, but it doesn't matter really in the first place. 3 years remaining. He's worth almost $8 million per year. I think that's pretty good. Awards, he didn't win any. Didn't even make the Pro Bowl last year. Traits, what does he got? Possession catch, run after catch. He's a team player for all hits. Yep. And then balance penalty. Okay, whatever. I don't care. All right. I don't care. I want to see his career stats now. We've seen it gone down every year since this year, meaning he's on track for a bad season. But yeah, this will probably be the last season. I'll put it back on just the normal Green Bay Packers playbook and see what sort of production he can put up and put in. So I'll let you guys know at the playoff mark. And with the Packers playbook, we actually end up 7 and 10. Talk about, a bad season and just bad seasons in general. We did not make the top 3 in receiving. I know that, but Sammy D, 4,600 yards, 15 interceptions is a bit much, and 25 is a bit low. Rushing is fine. Samori actually comes back up almost to 1,400 yards, and that is just on the normal Green Bay Packers playbook. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. We've seen a 7th round receiver really turn into probably one of the better ones, better 7th round receivers in a while. Stats and contracts. We'll go look at his career stats. We talk about the outro right here, but I mean, he started off kind of rocky. Rookie season, won Rookie of the Year as well. And I'm guessing he made like some sort of Pro Bowl awards. He made a Pro Bowl this year. Not quite the best receiver, but it is cool. It is cool for sure. To kind of see this sort of person or sort of player selected in the 7th round do all this. So yeah, I mean, for more content like this, make sure to leave a like. I don't know if this video will be well liked or well viewed or well whatever. That'll be it for me. Make sure to leave a like on the video, like I said, and also consider subscribing. It's completely free. You can unsubscribe anytime. And yes, that will be it all. That'll be it for me.